agnostic. We could.
What's the timestamp?
And by no means am I saying that we're going to do this, but we could switch over to another service very easily. This is 2023. Technology is advanced now. We built the platform with the understanding that there is a very small chance that there's a conflict of interest.
Yeah, there is, Eddie. I agree. Yep.
And that we would need to.
Wait, Ed, hold on one second. Let me talk. I also want to say too, Eddie, you're underestimating it, dude. It's been really well what we've been doing.
Be able to switch over if required.
Yeah, true.
I can comfortably tell you, if push came to shove and there was some sort of dispute,
that's true,
which I don't for a second think there will be, we could switch over to another service very quickly, and it has been built that way to be able to switch. And by no means do we want to go down that path. It would suck. We love AWS. Big shout out to Avtar, our account manager at AWS. He's been an absolute legend. I don't know if there's anyone from Amazon that's watching this, but they need to give that guy a promotion. He has helped us so much.
Aww.
But yeah.
Fuck this clown chat. I'm taking a spot.
I really don't think that's an issue.
You guys have had a lot of big streamer announcements as of late. One of the biggest and first you had was Aiden Ross. And a widely asked question is do you consider Aiden Ross to be a brand risk for the Kick platform?
Yeah, so Aiden was probably the first person to move over that really started to make waves. And as a result of that, I take that back. I think Train coming over to Kick was massive, right? Everyone started talking about it. Aiden then came shortly after, and at that point, people really started going, okay, this might be a real thing. Subsequently, we've got a hell of a lot of respect for Aiden. He's been a great partner to us. He's really helped us grow. Of course, a lot of people have views on some streamers. They have views on what they do. It is something which we understand and we really respect. We don't want to be on the wrong side of incorrect policy. There has been times. Listen, Aiden is a friend of mine. I speak to Aiden personally. I look after Aiden personally. I've had to, give Aiden a call and say, hey man, what's going on here? And I think this is a really big part about sort of moderation and how we can do this better. I think a lot of the time there is an element of communication that can be had between the platform and the creators to try to bridge the gap of where you may not be seeing eye to eye. We've had some really productive chats with Aiden when there has been elements of controversy, and we like to think that we've definitely made progress. In terms of a risk to the brand,
I've gotten better.
I'd be lying if I said no, right? There's been a lot of people that have.
For sure, man. I know I'm a risk to the brand, but Eddie, you handled that great. Because you'd be lying if you literally did say no. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you motherfuckers. We all know it, man. I am a brand risk, but I plan to get better and grow up and mature and grow and grow my community and for real look good and become better. That's the best thing you could do. Grow, So
subsequently, talk down on Kick because of because of the fact that some streamers have used the service. And something we're constantly.
But I'm not gonna lie, is some streamers. There's some streamers that are really saying, I'm not making Kick out because Aiden Ross streams on it. Are you serious though? They're lying, right? There's no fucking way they're being for real about it, right? Why? Why am I in their head that badly to prevent them from making a Kick account though? I'm not the only streamer on here though. It's cap, right?
Monitoring. I think a big part about how we
just make an account and don't watch me. You guys can still fuck with Kick. It's an amazing platform, and honestly, I'm gonna definitely mature and grow as time goes on. I really will.
About how we sort of moderate policy and content is going to be based around being extremely receptive to community feedback and understanding that. I think from our side of things, we want to avoid heavily promoting or heavily pushing content which may be deemed to be inappropriate or deemed to be borderline in terms of how the community has feedback. So at this point in time, there's no doubt there's a risk with having anyone on this platform. Everyone's a risk at some point.
Oh God, W. Eddie, bro. All my life, W. Eddie, bro. He's a good guy, bro. He answered that in a really good way, man. This is why I love you, bro. And, I got you for life, dog. Come here. Anyways.
Some people more so than others.
Wait, Chad, did he consent to that? Yes or no?
But at the same token, I think we do have a lot of respect for people who helped make.
I don't care.
Kick early on.
I'm kidding. Of course, consent always, but I'm obviously joking. Okay.
And you've had other gigantic signings as of late, where we're talking about a record.
Is that it, by the way? Also, to clarify, chat, I get upset sometimes at what blog people post like Jake Lucky, but I genuinely don't have any problem with Jake. I want to make that clear right now. I think he's I love everybody for real, bro. Like outside in the real world, I have no issue with anybody. The only person I genuinely don't fuck with is Hassan. Besides Hassan though, I don't have an issue with anybody, neither should you guys, bro. Do not take the internet seriously, except if you're Hassan. I'm genuinely being for real. Don't. No, not even pokey, honestly. Not even pokey, bro. Honestly, dude, for real. Yeah, I know I told Jake to be stoned and shit. It was just heat in the moment. I was just, upset. But, what the fuck? If you guys think about it, though, I obviously, don't really think that. Hey, Raj, I'm about to take your VIP and give it to somebody else. Stop being a pussy. You're becoming a libtard. Stop. Who would take his VIP in a heartbeat, chat?
Record-setting $100 million deal to bring XQC to the platform.
Is that it, by the way?
How does that come about?
Prisma?
Can you describe how truly big that signing is? Obviously making national headlines. So how does Kick come to sign XQC for the supposed $100 million?
So X was one of the people that we before Kick was even made, we'd kind of been loosely discussing the idea behind building a platform and
diligence on the last question. I know people are going to be a little wary about it. I'm going to rewind to Aiden for just a second.
Bruh.
Just as a follow-up.
Why?
I feel like a lot of maybe, let's call them Kick naysayers, would maybe look at the Aiden situation, the situation being that he's on Kick and has done some questionable things, and look at your answer and say,
I'm gonna cover you, bro.
Okay, so are you guys just okay with the things that he's been doing because it's been bringing you in traffic? It's gotten, by all means, Aiden has brought so many eyes to the platform and gotten noticed and gotten Kick a lot more eyeballs. And so is it okay, well, we're going to look the other way from the things that you've been doing, which have...
I'll answer this too, bro. Listen, in the beginning when I came, chat, this platform was not taken seriously at all. Let's be honest. Nobody switch up. My community knows nobody took this shit seriously except for my own community. Facts. Now, it's time for me to really, if I'm an ambassador, I gotta really tee up. It's true.
I've been pretty serious, pretty toxic, pretty awful stuff that, we've talked to advertisers that don't want to include Kick in deals right now because of that. We've talked to people who don't want to switch over to Kick because they don't feel safe because of Aiden Ross's community.
No way. Yo, chat. No way you guys are threats to these motherfuckers. There's no way. Yo. Really, dude? Wait, chat. It's your guys. Bro, they don't feel safe because you guys are here, bro. So, chat, I have a question. If, I don't know, Hassan comes, would you guys be nice in this chat or no? I don't know.
So, just speaking of those, what would you say to maybe, reassure them that, hey, just reassure them, I'm not going to put words in your mouth. But, that's what people are saying, so how would you respond, maybe, to those people?
Yeah, no, I think it's extremely reasonable doubts for them to have, right? It makes complete sense, and I understand exactly where you're coming from. We received the same feedback. I think to reassure them, I think the biggest thing here is, we're confident that we can pull this off, but at the same time, we have a lot to learn, right? We are figuring this out as a brand new player in the space. We have a lot.
It's a great answer.
Policy, a lot of.
Yo, Eddie, hook me up with your PR guy, bro, for real. You're very well spoken. He's very, very wise for his age, bro. Eddie's only a few years older than me, chat. Okay? He's my bro. A lot of you guys call him my daddy, but he's really my bro.
To be learned in how to make sure that we can create a safe environment for people, and we are constantly adapting that. I think the policies that we are enforcing and the policies that we are
Brother Eddie
further enforced down the line are constantly adapting. It is a work in progress, right? Against Kick is really young. It's been around for 6 months. So, you know, we hear these complaints loud and clear.
All right, chat. He's not my daddy.
We have to make sure that we create a safe environment. That is just simply how the internet.
Wait, Ice Cube Factory, oh God.
Allow for that kind of behavior. But again, I think the most important
my
thing
bad.
is nowadays, you have to make sure that we create a safe environment. That is just simply how the internet is nowadays. You can't allow for that kind of behavior. But again, I think the most important thing to take from that is we are in communication, you know, specifically with Aiden. We have spoken about the issues that have occurred, and I'd like to think that we can find a way forward where we can work very closely with Aiden and not have these kind of issues. And I guess Aiden's just one example out of many, right? There is many people that fall into the same category, and I'd like to think that a big part about how we want to proceed with guidelines is communication. I think a lot of platforms and social media go ahead and they kind of just ban people out of the blue and just...
Look at that, chat. You guys remember back in 2020, 2022, I got the person out. Fuck cancel culture, for real, chat. People always got time to grow and improve. Remember that, bro. And that's a fact. And you guys are going to grow with me. As I get older and mature, so are you guys. We're all going to grow together. That's just how it's going to be.
Just remove
But still fuck us on, though.
their access and don't give them much explanation. We want to be a platform that puts communication first. And we like to think that by communicating and giving people a fair chance can sometimes lead to them, you know, making the correct change. I think just pulling a switch and banning someone's channel without even speaking to them isn't typically going to change the way
you don't learn shit from it.
I think there's a better way to go about it. So again, to reassure advertisers, to reassure community, I think, you know, the biggest answer to that question is that we have a lot to learn. We have a long way to go.
Like, chat, like, literally fucking Twitch banned me for how long, chat? 35 days or some shit? Eddie was more for me on fucking weekly calls than fucking, then fucking this guy. Like, you know what I mean? Oh, my bad, I'm covering it. Then fucking this guy. Like, it's just insane, dude. Like, I don't even know. Sorry, this guy at the time. But, you know, no disrespect, bro, but call me up, bro.
And we are working on that. It is extremely important to us.
Sorry, Eddie, not trying to cover you. Yep.
We don't want to be known as a place where people can come and just say anything.
Yo, John, what the fuck?
Other platforms at the moment that are known for that. And I like to think we're not in the same bucket as them. We're not categorized in the same category as them. We never want to be. So we're going to...
Yeah, Dillinger, what the hell?
We're going to continue to listen to feedback. And
I know, Cobbzill's daughter.
if there is no solution there, then of course we would have to take traditional measures to solve it. But I like to think that we can put forward a solution that won't require that.
Chad, who's the biggest brand risk of all time? And don't say me, don't be a weirdo. Oh God, I'm not. Like, all-time brand risk. Who's the GOAT?